Yeah, fantastic. That could be on any card today.
Oh yeah,
That could be tomorrow on AEW, and I wouldn't miss a beat.
100%. So let's go ahead and I mean that's a quick transition there, but let's go ahead and go from that right into Rebooked, the part of the show where we go ahead and we rebook this match with modern day wrestlers to see who could redo this match just as good, if not better. Do you have your people? Because I have mine.
I have mine. Do you want to go first, or would you like me to?
I can go first because you went first last time.
Okay.
Okay, so looking at this match, looking at the guys in this match, I'm thinking for Rey Mysterio, who could replace Rey Mysterio in a match like this? Who's just as good in the ring, just as good on the ropes, a great flyer, a great worker, just in general. And I'm thinking Ricochet.
Why didn't I think of Ricochet? I'm
Yep.
such a mark for him.
Yep. Like even the gear is just like Ricochet.
Why didn't I think of Ricochet? That's such an obvious one.
Yeah, I know.
That was such a good. That's a good shout.
That's a good shout. And then my replacement for Liger in this match. So I had two, actually, just based off of the move set and like the impact of the moves that Liger was putting out. I had two choices, and I'm debating on whether or not I should go with one because he's an older guy, but he's still wrestling today. So I don't know if that would even fit in something like this.
Do it. I don't care.
Well, my two were Kenny Omega, because Kenny's just as good a flyer, just as impactful. But more fitting for the moveset in this is Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Although that's kind of cliche because they're both Japanese guys, but they both have very similar movesets. They both can fly. They both have very impactful moves. They both have very good drop kicks, and they're both great, fantastic in the ring. So my rebooking of this match would be Ricochet versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I'd give dollars to see that match.
Yep.
My match is a little more left field than yours.
Okay.
So I looked at Liger's offense.
Okay.
And it reminded me a little bit of maybe a tiny bit more physical Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay.
He was hitting those big impactful power bombs, going back to the submission maneuvers. And I was trying to think for Rey who could do it. And really not a whole lot of people that weren't already on this show a lot came to mind. But
shout out to Slick Billy with the big willy.
Shout out to Slick Billy and his big willy. But so I took a quick trip to the New Japan Juniors roster.
You just did a cursory glance at the roster. He's like, who looks like Rey? Who's a good Rey?
Just trying to remind myself of a guy, Flip Gordon.
Ooh, fuck Flip Gordon. Fuck
Gordon.
Fuck Flip Gordon. Fuck him. He's fucking like anti-COVID. He doesn't think COVID's a real thing. He's a piece of shit.
Didn't know that. Fuck Flip Gordon. So not Flip Gordon. Fuck. Well, now I got. God damn it. I thought I had a good one. I was just like, he does flippy shit.
Well, this is completely off topic, but I'm fairly certain Flip Gordon has some like really, really stupid opinions about COVID or about like the shutdown or about masks or something that was dumb.
Well, let's agree he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And let's buy me a second to figure out somebody else. Who's not an idiot also? I don't know.
Yeah, Hillary, Flip Gordon, he was a regular on the Ring of Honor roster, and by all means, like, he's a great wrestler. He's actually fairly entertaining, but from all indications of his like his personal beliefs on stuff, he's kind of a shit.
I'm glad that I took a minute to think about this.
Okay.
Because we kind of disregarded the style that Rey was doing and substituted it for flippy shit. When really it's a lucha style. Let's bring in, who's the best lucha guy going today that does all the flippy shit?
Rey Fenix.
Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
Let's bring in. I want Zack Sabre Jr. and Rey Fenix. That'd be a fucking match.
That'd be a pretty good match. I'd watch that.
They would probably fucking beat the hell out of each other too.
I'm iffy on Rey Fenix as it is, just because I feel like he's rather unsafe. But that would be a pretty good match.
I think that's just Rey's. He's unsafe, but mostly just for himself.
Right. I don't think he's unsafe as a worker. I think he's just careless about his own safety.
It kind of reminds me of like Ibushi or Naito, the fuck your neck style, where it's kind of like, I'm just going to go put on a great show regardless of if it damages my body.
Right, but the thing is, like, Ibushi and Naito, they're known for doing, like, fuck your neck stuff, so they train their necks to not do that stuff. The two things that have taken Rey Fenix out were, like, a botched, like, plancha that fucked up his hip, and then, like, something else that fucked up his back, and I don't think those are things that you can, like, plan for. It, like, all
Fair
of,
enough.
yeah.